You know, some people age like a fine wine, and some people age like a can of special brew left on a hot windowsill. Whichever one you are, get ready to talk about those pesky little emotions of yours, because it's time for another episode of I've Had a Rosé, Let's Talk About Feelings. Please welcome your host, Sam Lake. It was me the whole time.
Cameras don't look like they have lenses in them.
Do they not?
Yeah, looks like they were taken off.
It's in the middle of the circle.
Ooh, right down the barrel, is it?
Well, see, this one is on both of us. This one, that's all you, baby.
What about have you not got a single on you?
I don't think there's that many cameras, are there? No. And we feel like we should prioritise the guests.
Thank you.
Because I'm here all the fucking time. Do I need to explain the show? Do you know what's about to happen?
You've told me.
Good. Okay, good.
Yeah,
all right,
I think we
lovely.
can roll with it.
We'll just roll with it.
Great.
We'll just go. Best of luck, everybody.
Thank you.
Best of luck. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of I've Had a Rosé, Let's Talk About Feelings, the show where me and a wonderful guest sit and enjoy a drink of their choice and talk about something they're passionate about to find out how it connects to their feelings. And today, before my very eyes, it's the one and only Sunil Patel.
Hello.
Hello.
I didn't think it would have to connect with my feelings. That immediately scared me.
So,
It's a cup of tea.
get ready to be very raw and vulnerable.
Oh.
I mean, I would say the drink usually for the guest, it's
Yeah.
usually just being like, oh, it just reminds me of like a nice thing.
Oh, okay, that's
And
good.
that's about it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
This drink reminds me of tea time. It reminds
How
me of,
novel.
It reminds me of a time when you can have tea in the afternoon
Yes.
at 3 p.m.
That is literally exactly what is happening.
That's what, it worked out perfectly.
Good for you. Good for you. You're a man of the moment. That's what that says to me.
Thank you.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
We were saying before the record, not seen each other in years.
I know, but it feels natural already.
Doesn't it? There's a chemistry. There's
a
an
chemistry, I
electricity.
think. I'll be back.
You'll be back. Oh, yeah.
Back on this sofa in a week.
We're recording another episode after this, and I say, tell them not to come.
Who's on after this?
John Norris.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay,
That's a sneaky little. We don't normally reveal the guest.
Oh, sorry.
Sneaky little one for you.
I'm so confident that a lot of these can be edited afterwards that I sort of just spout off stuff. So it's
That's fine. We will
Great.
probably leave all of that in.
super.
Only if it's like libelous will we take it out.
Do you know what John Norris has been up to?
Yeah. We're doing an expose.
A clowning workshop.
Yeah. You're up here for the weekend here at Monkey Barrel. Do you like Edinburgh? Do you like a jaunt up here?
I do, yeah. I mean, I like it when it's not the Fringe as well.
Yeah.
It's definitely. I feel quite jealous of people that live here. I think you've done really well moving here.
Thank you. I am the first person to do it. Nobody's thought of it
Taken over.
before. Yeah, the first English person to try and make a life for themselves in Scotland.
Why did you move up here?
My husband.
Oh, is he Scottish?
He is, yes.
Right, and he said you've got to move up here.
He didn't threaten me. No, we mutually agreed that it makes more sense for me to be up here for him to move to London.
Okay, do you miss London then?
Not really. I miss friends and people that I had there, but
Sure.
I go there for gigs all of the time. I'll see those people when they come up here or when I'm down there. So it's all fine.
Nice to drop in, isn't it?
It's nice to pop in. And I do find London very overstimulating.
Really?
Yeah.
But did you when you were living there?
I probably did, but because
just
I
don't
live there, you
realise,
just
do
don't
you?
notice.
It is almost like there's a situational awareness you need there that you can just sort of relax elsewhere.
Yeah.
It's a bit war-zoney in the sense of like you've got to...
Quite literally, I had a job in the city and then I'd go out to Zone 3 in the Docklands where I lived. And then sometimes I would come home because I lived near the XL Exhibition Centre. Sometimes the road to my flat would be closed off. And one time it was because there was an international arms fair there.
Ooh, I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Is it every year, though?
You were headlining. The absolute unit of comedy.
One of the best paid corporates I've ever had. Got a Lockheed Martin hoodie out of it.
They didn't pay me, they just gave me a tote bag full of Semtex.
Right, so what? So they locked off all the roads to stop people
Yeah, I had to
protesting?
go find a man to give me special permission to go through the fence.
Wow. I would actually like to see the arms fair though one day. It seems quite interesting.
It probably is.
Just to see, how do you sell bombs? Do you need to?
I don't know.
Something to think about.
I don't know if you watched The Apprentice.
The new series, I haven't yet.
No, but have you
In general,
seen
yes, yeah.
some of the tasks are getting a bit wild, wet, and crazy.
You think
Do you
they're gonna-
think one day Lord Chigger will just be like, the arms industry is worth trillions of dollars every year, so I'm going to get you to sell assault rifles at a local playground?
You have to build and design your own assault rifle, and every time it's going to be brown and green. Those are the colours they always choose.
Yeah, always brown and green.
Why do they always do it?
Little Apprentice secret. Because they've all got TikTok now. Apparently,
Yeah.
they're not allowed to choose just like from any colours. They get given packs that have very specific colours.
Bad colours.
Yeah, bad colours. And it's like,
Right.
just do what you can with it. So that's why they're like, oh, this is why our logo looks like a little poo.
This is why our assault rifle
Yeah.
looks like shit.
Yeah.
We're sorry about that.
And then they'll call it something like the cum gun, and then Lord Sugar will be like, "Oh, have you called it fucking cum gun?"
Why have you done that then?
I'll tell you why I've called it cum gun, because you spunk this challenge up the wall.
And me sitting at home going, I would love a cum gun. I would fucking love a cum
This is the
gun.
best thing I've ever seen. Oh, there's nothing like getting a little bit toxic at 3 o'clock in the afternoon over a cup of tea. Well, it's lovely to have you, and we already mentioned the drink of choice. It is a delicious cup of tea.
Yes.
But you're very specific about the tea and where it comes from. Do tell what bag we used.
We are drinking Marks and Spencer luxury gold tea bags. Okay. I get them because you can't make a bad cup of tea with them.
Really? You've never duffed one up?
I've never
using
duffed
this bag?
one up. Yeah, I can leave it in there for ages and it doesn't make it too bitter. I can leave it
Delightful.
in there for a bit and it's still got some flavour. I used to make the worst cups of tea all my life.
Yeah.
Until I found this infallible bag from Marks and Spencer's.
And it just works every time?
It just works, doesn't it? I mean, we left it in there for minutes.
Yes.
Which is longer than most people do, I think.
I used to be told growing up, you just pop it in, after 30 seconds, whip it in the bin.
Well, all right. And how did that work out?
I mean, drank it. People drank
yeah,
it.
you just drink it, don't you? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's there.
Yeah.
But then I thought, oh, I'll try it when I saw it on the shelf. And I was like, this is great. I will actually enjoy tea now.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't always a fan because it would never work out nice.
Okay.
So that's what we're drinking.
I guess is this like it's a black tea. Would you class it as like a breakfast tea?
This particular, I don't drink tea at breakfast. Oh my God.
Stop. It's an exclusive.
It's a very cozy podcast, isn't it?
Oh, it's, yeah. Some people are like, oh, I don't normally
nice-
have to sit this near the host.
I meant in terms of like enthusiasm and choice of topics. It's like, this is quite nice.
Get in, if you come here and you say, this excites me.
Yeah,
It
okay,
excites
that's
me as
good,
well.
okay.
Yeah.
Mornings, coffee, instant, Nescafe Gold, smooth.
Oh.
Which was recommended to me by a taxi driver.
Yeah.
He said, it's so good you can drink it black.
Interesting.
Which I think you can with most coffee, but yeah.
I think it is possible, yeah.
Well, he was so enthusiastic about it. I ordered it in the back of the car on Amazon. And I got
Oh,
it.
wow.
Yeah, and it's fine.
Was he pointing a cum gun right at your head?
He was circling my house and refusing to stop until I did it.
See, I like an Nescafe instant.
Yeah.
But we're a Zera people.
I do like a Zero, to be
It does
honest.
feel special.
Do you know how they make it?
No. Do you know?
Yeah, I think I know.
Go on.
I think someone told me this.
Yeah.
So instant coffee, like normal instant coffee, is like freeze-dried.
Yes.
But Azera apparently is cheaper to produce than freeze-dried because it's just really finely ground up beans.
Yes.
So it's so much easier for them to make and cheaper for them to make. But because it's tastier, they can sell it as a premium product. Exclusive.
I am not the same person. I really need to call my husband.
What would you? I don't know how you deal with that kind of information though. Just be pissed off that you're buying it and then enjoy it.
To be honest, I'll still enjoy the taste.
Yeah.
It's fine. Nescafe, you've never done anything wrong before. You've
Shout
still
out.
got a supporter
Shout out
in me.
Nescafe.
Yeah.
Shout out Nestle.
Yeah. Shout out mugs. Shout out
mugs.
cows. Delicious milk.
Oh, full fat milk as well.
Full fat milk. Yes, you were
Full fat
specific
milk.
about the milk. Yes.
The full fat thing is I'm not normally like, we share the cost of milk, myself and my housemate.
Right.
And she refuses to drink full fat milk. She says it's disgusting and it makes her retch. So we have to have
Really?
semi-skimmed. So she's moving out soon.
Yeah.
and the full fat's coming back.
It's full fat.
It's full fat time.
every day.
Exclusive. I'll be a full fat household very soon.
Full fat household. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Who is your? Is your?
It's Helen Bauer.
Right. Well, she's been on the pod.
And what did she choose?
What did she choose?
She chose a cup of tea, didn't she?
I think she might have had a lovely cup of tea, but she wasn't nearly as specific.
She's not enthusiastic about M&S Luxury Gold. She likes it, but she'll just happily have any cup of tea.
It was tea.
It was tea. Okay, well, this is why she likes tea, but she doesn't know it. Because it's M&S Luxury Gold in the house.
So she has to now go and discover for herself if she has a tea that's not this bag.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's like someone's taken the flavour out of the world.
Absolutely.
My goodness.
She did for a time have some of my Harvey Nicks tea that I got given as a gift. But I didn't touch it. I was like, no need. I found the best tea.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's delightful.
It is nice, isn't it?
And now, what I will say is because I usually have semi-skimmed.
Yeah.
Just because. I don't need to tell you anything about my life. I can't tell if I'm enjoying it more than your average cup of tea if it's because of the bag or if it's because I'm using whole milk, and whole milk
Yes.
does add I think it adds a little bit of fun flavour.
Oh, yeah. I mean, gone are the days when we'd have cream.
Yes.
Sadly.
Gone are the days.
Gone are the days. I wasn't around for those days.
No.
But people used to have cream, didn't they?
Oh, they used to give me a pint of cream every day so that my bones would grow up nice and viscous.
Did your parents make you drink like lots of milky products?
I willingly did it. I really used to enjoy just a nice big glass of milk.
Yeah, I did as well. But I think I grew out of that really. But my house was always a semi-skimmed and non-butter household.
Margarine.
There was a time when butter was seen as the enemy in the 80s and 90s.
Oh, and like eggs as well.
Butter,
because it's like
eggs,
high
all that.
cholesterol or something.
Turns out they were wrong,
Yeah.
I think.
Still here.
Yeah.
We're still here.
But so we never had butter. So now that I can choose my own products, I have a lot of butter as well.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Do you cook with butter?
I cook.
Like if you're frying or like heating something up in a pan?
Yeah, butter, olive oil.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've read too many tweets about seed oils to use anything else.
Is olive? Oh, well, I guess no.
Olive oil's fine, isn't it?
Olive's not a seed.
You know those mad tweets that are like, you can't have seed oil? What's that about?
There's a trans wrestler who I follow on TikTok, and she goes to supermarkets and she does like food reviews of being like, here's this protein bar, is it actually good for you? No, because it's actually full of sodium. But a lot of the time she won't do stuff that's got like GMOs, she won't do stuff that's got seed oils, she also won't do stuff that's got certain types of sweeteners in them. I think sucralose,
aspartame.
Yes. Yeah. So I did some. If I like the person, then I'll trust them a bit more. But a lot of the time, I'm just like, it's probably fine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely fine.
It's fine.
I mean, I vape. And I think that's bad.
Right.
And no one knows it yet. So I'm already doing enough damage. So why not?
Yeah. And the thing is, you'll always be allowed to vape, I think.
Do you think?
Because isn't the law the way it works? Like it goes up a year every year, the age that you can
does
buy
it? Is that how they do it?
Have I made that up? Something like that. So that eventually, like...
Eventually it'd be what, 45?
Eventually, like, well, it would just be the case that no one alive could actually buy it.
Is that what they're doing?
I think so.
No.
If it's not, I've just given them a great idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. So, well, don't do that. But yeah, let the kids vape.
Let the kids vape.
I tried one of those disposable vapes yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
It's delicious.
What flavour?
Oh, fruit, some sort of fruity.
Fruits of the forest.
It was so sugary.
Yeah.
It's like a hit of dessert.
But isn't that why they're banning them? Because like they make them sort of like very child-friendly sounding flavours.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a petit filou.
Shiny colours. Yeah, get me every time.
And then like you'll just find like kids like heating up their petit filou on the spoon with a little lighter, injecting it.
Well, I'm glad they're having dairy.
They need the calcium.
For their growing bones.
Make that kid eat a stick of butter. Put them on keto.
What do vegetarian kids do then? Vegan kids? What do they do for their bones? Why am I asking you this?
I don't. There must be other things that like have a source of calcium in them. Because it was protein that was the thing that people were always like, I don't know where I get my protein from, but you can get it from like chickpeas, legumes.
I once told my friend that she always used to carry around a big bottle of water to gigs.
Oh,
and
right.
always
Yeah,
used to like
yeah.
swig loads of water. And I was like, I basically half remembered a tweet I'd read. And I said, you don't need to drink this much water.
Yeah.
Because food has water in it. And also, like, you drink like teas and coffees that has water in it. And she was like, don't be ridiculous. And I was like, I'm telling you now, I don't drink water.
Yeah.
I just have teas and coffees. And then I went for a blood test a couple of weeks after, and the blood wouldn't come out because it was so thick. And they were like, what's happened here? And I was like, I don't know. And they're like, have a cup of water and come back in 10 minutes. And I genuinely, I saw it in the tube. It came out like that far into the tube and then just stopped. And that's going on in my body.
Are you just like a lovely big jar of jam?
Just jam blood.
You could spread it on toast.
Fucking right. I don't know how it's getting to my
That's
extremities.
mad.
I know. And then I thought, okay, I'll start drinking water. And then about a couple of years later, I went for another blood test. And they're like, this isn't moving at all. And I was like, I forgot to have water again.
So you've just got like just very
I don't know what's
tar-like blood.
Yeah, but everything seems fine. Like I'm functioning okay. I'm walking around. I'm talking.
Yeah.
What happens if your blood go hard?
What happens if blood go hard?
You die, right? Because that's just, it's not going round, is it? But I don't know why.
How's your circulation?
It's fine, like nothing's
Still happening?
It's still happening.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff goes to sleep every now and then, but you sort of wiggle it about and it's fine.
Yeah, it depends how you sat. That could be a nerve
Depends how you
thing.
sat.
Yeah.
I did sit down once and... No, I won't say that. So I wrote it down earlier. Going, maybe I'll talk about this in my show. Basically, I just sat down and my... it was in a Pret. I was on a stool.
Yeah.
Sat down for maybe 2 minutes. Got up and like my entire groin area had gone completely numb.
I've had the same thing.
Have you had that?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
when
sometimes you just sit in a particular way and then
Yeah.
you stand up and you're like, oh, that went a little bit numb. I'm just going to, I'll get vulnerable. I think I've said it on the pod before.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm sat on the toilet,
Yeah.
sometimes my legs fall asleep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's after you hit the 10-minute mark, usually, for me.
Oh, if I could be done at 10 minutes,
Oh, dear. Oh,
I'd have written my friend's show by now.
You need to get one of those little stools.
Potty squatty or
That's
whatever
it.
it's squatty potty, yeah.
Bryan Cranston got one for his wife.
And does she
Loves
love it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I must call her.
But get I don't know anyone else who's got one of those stools, but apparently it's an absolute game changer.
See, I associate it with the little stool I had so I could reach the toilet when I was a kid.
Yeah, true.
So
yeah.
now I feel, do you know what? Maybe I'll find it sort of like quite comforting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a little reminder of old times.
Well, speaking of, can I ask?
Yes.
As you're enjoying your delicious tea, how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel like I've got to that point in the day where I've done everything for the day and I can just look forward to a nice relaxing evening.
That is a lovely idea, even though I know full well you are gigging tonight.
I've got about an hour to do, 2 hours to do on stage.
Yeah, you're on
this evening.
stage for a bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I suppose that is the feeling it should normally give me. But now the little spike of caffeine I've got is getting my anxiety
Gives you
going.
a little,
Yeah, I suppose.
so you can run full tilt into the...
I guess so. It's good to feel a bit anxious before you go on stage. I think.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you just learn to manage nerves better rather than let them consume your body completely.
God, yeah, I remember when it was an out-of-body experience going on stage, when you just forget afterwards.
Sometimes, I'd be wet. I'd be sopping wet, but
Well,
from
what,
the back.
Yes. Yeah,
From
yeah.
the back. So then
Yeah.
anytime that I'd leave the stage, I just have to remember to always be like front facing.
Yes, absolutely.
And then it was okay.
I actually don't sweat that much, so I don't have that.
Really?
Yeah, weirdly.
So jealous.
Well, if I do sweat, it's normally the face. Weirdly.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I've done, obviously, Edinburgh in August in these rooms is sweltering, but it would always show on the face, which is, I think, the worst place to show sweat because it shows like you're kind of fucking scared.
Yeah, it can be associated with other perceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shame.
It's a shame. I guess it is hard being a man.
It's hard being a man, it's hard being a performer.
It is hard being a performer.
Art is hard.
Strenuous. You think just standing there.
It's hard work.
Sometimes my Fitbit goes off and said, "You've just entered the fat burn zone."
Oh, really? Because your heart's going?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine said I'm dying.
Oh.
It's gone like your heart is
Not registering a pulse. Your jam monitor's gone off. There's only jam in here.
I only wear this when I'm on stage, but it's like I used to wear it just all the time because I thought that was it's good to have health notifications. And
Sure,
stuff.
yeah.
But then it was like your heart rate. Yeah, I remember talking about this, but my heart rate's gone through the roof. But it's just because I've just sat in a bit of sun for a bit, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? And you just got like
Hot.
hot?
Just got a bit hot.
Just got a bit warm.
And obviously my blood was thick like tar, so nothing was really working.
Bubbling.
It was heating up. Yeah. No, health is fun, though, I think.
Health is fun. You got to think about health.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, especially when you don't look after it, I guess.
Well, yeah. Speaking of health, the topic that you wanted to talk about today has got almost nothing to do with
Absolutely
that.
nothing.
Absolutely nothing. And it's weird because you chose something so specific.
Yes.
Weirdly, I think you stumbled upon something that everyone has an opinion on.
I've done something relatable.
You've done a relatable.
Great.
My blood card, my voice relatable. So your topic that we're going to talk about is USB-C.
Yes.
Now, the cable?
Well, I'm talking specifically the world of USB-C charging solutions.
Yes.
Which I'm very interested in because when I stumbled across the idea of being able to get your phone charged faster,
yes,
I went down a real rabbit hole and started buying up chargers, power banks, the right cables.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's something people don't really take note of, and I think it could change people's lives.
Oh, yes.
I mean, do you use a USB-C?
I've dabbled. I will use USB-C whenever I can.
Yes.
And I've been caught short sometimes. I'm doing a gig in Oxford and I don't have a charger. My phone's about to die, so I've got to run to the shopping centre to try and get a charger. And the only one they have is that weird Belkin one where it's like you buy the cable and then the mains adapter separately. You think, I can just use the cable, that's fine. And then the cable charges so slowly, your battery continues to run out.
And it costs you about 30 quid.
And it costs you about 30 quid.
Yeah.
I was in Bristol last week. Need to get a little adapter for my laptop, little USB-C to HDMI, right?
Okay, yeah.
I have one, I just forgot to bring it with me, and that adapter cost me 15 quid, and I was like, yeah, fine.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, can't find one, I'll go to the Apple store, I bet they've got one. £80.
Yes.
£80.
Yeah.
For a thing that does the same thing. And then out of principle, I went to a kiosk in the town centre called Phone Fun, and phone was spelt with an F.
Shout out Phone Fun.
Shout out Phone Fun. Thank you for sponsoring this episode. And I bought the exact same thing from them for 15 quid and it worked perfectly.
And it did work. Oh, good. Okay.
Had no issues whatsoever.
Well, I've bought a Apple USB-C to USB-C cable.
Yes.
For £15.
Uh-huh.
Which I think is a lot.
It's a lot.
But let me tell you now.
Yeah.
That's charging it quick.
Oh, yeah.
It does work.
Because they can limit things.
Yeah.
Proprietary, they can limit things like the speed at which they will allow current to flow into the device that you're trying to charge.
Unless you get a specifically certified USB-C cable, which I've looked into.
Yes.
And is much cheaper as well. So, product recommendations.
Go ahead.
For cables, Ugreen or Anchor, they're always worthwhile.
Anchor's lovely. I have some power banks, portable power banks from them.
Now, power banks are interesting because not all of them push out enough energy to make it charge fast.
No.
But you look at the wattage, specifically with my phone. The wattage.
You got to get into the wattage.
Well, cables, actually, you need to look out for the wattage on those
Yes, you do, yeah, because they will say, this is the maximum wattage.
Yeah, and I always thought, for my laptop, you need 100.
Yeah. Yeah,
they're expensive.
That's going to be using a lot of power.
Exactly.
You need to say something cable.
65 watt will be fine. If you're at home.
You'll need to leave it for longer.
You'll need to leave it for longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the actual charging block as well, I use Ugreen or Anchor. And And you can get 100-watt charging blocks, which are very cheap. They can be quite large. If you want a smaller one, you can get something called a GAN charger, GAN.
Okay.
So that's a USB-C charging block, but it's very, very small. And it still pumps out the same wattage as like a bigger charger.
Yeah.
And on the move, I have something called a Rolling Square InCharge X, which is a key ring, which is about the size of my thumb.
Right.
And that has every single charging cable on it. Every single, like USB, USB-C, Lightning.
Oh, every head.
Every head.
Right.
But not micro USB, which no one needs.
And the cable as well, or do you plug a cable into it?
Yeah, the cable, it unfolds, so the cable is about 3 inches long.
But hey, if that's all you've got, I mean, that will do.
That'll absolutely do. But
Yeah.
I think it is, I think for me, the interest in it definitely comes from a sense of anxiety. But if I'm out and about and I don't have enough.
Don't have what you need.
Exactly. And I'm going to run. Am I going to run out? I won't leave the house unless it's at 80% minimum.
Interesting. Okay.
Otherwise, I'll just stick around, be late, or take the entire charging kit with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will walk.
Yeah.
I quite happily take like a full brick, a full power check. Some laptops come with like an absolutely huge
No need.
power supply unit.
No need. Have you got a MacBook?
I have a MacBook. I have a MacBook, and I also have it's a gaming laptop.
Right.
I did buy it 5 years ago, so now it can't really play any games.
What games are you playing on that?
When it was in its prime, I would mostly play like Civilization.
Yes.
I played Yakuza Like a Dragon on that because I got that in the Steam sale one year.
Right. I don't know that one.
Little like RPGs and stuff.
Do you play now? Do you still play on it, the laptop?
I can get away with playing any game that like lets me really reduce the settings.
Okay,
so like
gotcha.
Civilization's good because you can just reduce it all to 2D and then like it's
Okay,
sort
great.
of fine. I installed a thing on the computer that tells me how hot all of the components are getting.
That's good.
And the laptop sometimes reaches 100 degrees Celsius, which I don't know if only if you know. That would be enough to boil your blood
Yeah.
into a syrup.
Yeah.
That's quite warm.
100 degrees.
Yeah, and the only way to stop that from happening is to let the fans blow at full speed all the time, so then they're very noisy, but
Yeah.
that's fine. Or you do something called underclocking, which is where you reduce the power that's going to all the components, because a lot of the time
Right.
it doesn't need to be running at full power.
Okay.
But then if for whatever reason you're running a program that makes the laptop consume a lot of power and then it reaches a point where it's not getting the power it needs, one of the components might fail and then everything just
God.
stops.
Oh, it just shuts down.
It will just shut down or
okay.
blue screen. It will come back once you
Yeah.
restart it because then that program will close and stuff.
But this is only a 5-year-old laptop. It shouldn't be doing that.
This is the thing though. This is the thing with laptops.
Yeah.
I know I'm supposed to be talking about cables, but I have a lot of opinions.
No.
Laptops, especially gaming laptops that are supposed to be sold to you as like, hey, this is a heavy duty thing. You're going to be able to do so much on this. You can like edit videos or anything like that consumes a lot of power. You're going to be able to do it on this. Laptops are there's no way to get around it. They're very badly designed in terms of running computer components at like, the maximum that they can go to, because when you run any electrical circuit, it generates heat,
Right.
because that's just what happens. It releases heat as like a consequence of all of that power. That heat has to go somewhere. So usually that heat will get absorbed by the other components around it. It will get absorbed by the battery.
Okay.
And so the hotter something runs, the less good it is at doing the thing it's supposed to do. And then if that happens over a significant amount of time, it will just sort of waste away.
But then Apple MacBooks don't have fans, and they seem to be fine.
They do,
Oh, right.
but some of them run, I forget where it comes. There will be a ventilation system in there.
Right,
Because
yeah.
they're all so close together.
Yeah.
Like in an old piece, well, not an old PC, but like a proper tower.
Yeah, I used to build them.
Yeah, same.
I've got
Yeah.
one, yeah.
So all of the components in there, they're
Spaced
far
out.
away
Yes,
from enough
yeah.
from each other. And then you can add like all the cooling systems. You can have like
Some
water
lights.
cooling. Yeah, with the
Yeah.
lights. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, you're saying some shit about cables or something.
the cables. See, I've got a gaming laptop as well, separate one.
Yeah.
But it doesn't allow USB-C charging. It's got
What
that
is wrong
weird-
with the
I don't
world?
understand. There's no consensus over, I know we said before this we might go into EU regulations.
And we must.
What's going on there then? Are they going to let us all use USB-C or what?
Well, see, you know how like iPhones for the longest time had lightning ports, and so you could only get that cable, and then it was like, oh, do you have a charger? Oh, so I've only got one for an Android.
Yeah.
You go, oh, I need one for a thing. It's because of the EU regulations that Apple have now had to put USB-C on them.
Yeah.
They're still sneaky. They'll still do stuff like, oh, it's only like if you buy our USB-C cables that you'll get the best charging out of it.
Yeah.
But like you say, if you buy one that's like got the right wattage...
Guys, get the right wattage. That's all you need to do. Get the right wattage on the cable and the power bank.
That one that I bought in Oxford looks at the cable, it was like 10.
Oh, what?
I was like, that's good for nothing.
I didn't even know that was possible.
I know, so few
What are they
watts.
doing inside that? Are they taking bits of cable out from the middle?
I could have had Naomi Watts just come over and take the phone to her house in Australia. It's been better value.
Yeah, I mean, I've spent a lot of time on Reddit pages about wires as well, where they talk about that.
Yeah.
And you're sort of just scanning it, and everyone's just complaining at length about wires. But I think, as general consumers, you'd be fine with sticking with a few brands. Not Belkin, probably, it feels like.
No,
Green,
gone right off them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's interesting you bring up Reddit, because Reddit I do find to be quite toxic for like technical stuff.
Yeah, well, it's just dudes who are just angry.
It's just dudes who are doing stuff. Like when I was trying to undervolt my gaming PC, I went on Reddit and be like, how do I do this properly without like, completely
Did you
ruining
ask
my
a
laptop?
question on it?
No, I looked it up.
Yeah.
But someone, you can always find someone who's asked basically the same question. And someone will go like, how do I undervolt this model of laptop? I don't want anything to do too risky. I just want to make sure that the components don't get too hot. And someone will be like, why did you buy that laptop?
Fucking moron.
What are you, a paedophile? Are you some cucky piece of shit?
You want to chuck it in a river?
They'll always say, it's like if someone asks a question about like, oh, why is this charger not working? They'll be like,
yeah.
Sorry, do you not run a generator in your own house?
Did you not read the FAQ before you bought that 3 years ago, you
Sorry,
moron?
did you not look up the wattage before you bought it?
How do we become those type of people, though?
Knowledge.
It just gives you power. Oh, fuck.
Fucking hell. What's in this whole milk?
Holy shit. I need to write this down. Got a work in progress in a minute. I need to fucking put it in the paper. Put it down.
When you have that moment and you go like, oh my God, this is going to change our lives.
Damn.
No, that was like when someone was in the room with Martin Luther King and they were like, and then Martin's like, I'm thinking about just starting being like, I have an idea. I have a dream. And then someone goes,
oh, fuck.
Yeah, you should go say that.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it'd be nice to be one of those guys on Reddit. I don't even feel like something I have some experience of, which is USB-C charging solutions. I'm like, I'll tell you this is just all I know. I won't be like, do this, do that.
No.
I mean, even like stuff I think I have experience of, I would never give advice about it.
I still like to give wiggle room in case I'm wrong.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, think about what happened when I told my friend she didn't need to drink water. That was so dumb. That didn't make any sense whatsoever. I just, you just read information and think, yeah, that's it.
Can I ask, when you get a paper cut, does just nothing happen?
Yeah, I mean, is blood supposed to come out? How deep?
Well, yeah, I guess how deep.
How deep is skin?
How deep is skin? How hard blood?
Well, how much water are you supposed to drink a day? I know, because it's bullshit when they say 2 litres. It's just like a random
2
number.
litres is like a general catch-all.
Yeah.
It is supposed to be like you just sort of drink when you're thirsty. If you've got like a dry mouth, you're like, oh, I'm quite parched. You should drink water.
And who's funding this? Big fucking water, isn't it?
Thames Water.
Thames fucking water.
Thames Water.
Trying to get out of their black hole in their accounts, are they?
Are they in?
Just said that to the camera.
Oh.
No, they are in trouble, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They're deeply in trouble with sort of various sewage systems.
Oh, the sewage stuff, I know. Yeah.
But they need to up their bills, so, get people to drink more water. Let's get on Reddit. Let's put it on there.
it's venturing into conspiracy theory.
But then a lot of conspiracy theories have turned out to be true.
Oh yeah, like the moon, flat Earth,
The moon one, I read
vaccines.
the one about the. I keep sending people this 4chan thread I read.
Oh, say no more. I believe it.
It was so believable that it's like kind of fun to believe it because it was about aliens and how they live in the sea or something. But it was really good. But like everyone's refusing to read it. They're like, yeah, whatever.
I mean, we have explored so little of the ocean. Who knows?
Well, this is it. They have a number of bases around the world. One in the Antarctica, the aliens.
Oh, the water aliens.
Well, no, they're actual aliens, but they put their base in the water, in the ocean. So they've been here for years, apparently.
Is this not the plot of War of the Worlds?
Oh, what? Well, no, they're scared of water. They die on water. Water kills them.
But I thought in War of the Worlds the aliens had always been here, but they got woken up.
Oh, is it?
And then it was that they couldn't handle the bacteria and the microbes and the things in our water, in our system. So that killed them after a couple of days. But not before Tom Cruise gets sucked up into a lovely big alien anus and then is spat back out, and Dakota Fanning's like, I guess you are a good dad.
I need to revisit that film.
That's how I remember it. I watched it once and refused to watch it again.
Well, look, this 4chan thread was cool. And it said there were aliens in the water in big bases, and they're all the like aircraft you see, the alien aircraft you see are they are just drone ships, and they're just looking. They're basically one thing they're worried about is nuclear war. So if there's any nuclear incident, they sort of go and observe because they don't want us to kill ourselves before they take over.
Oh, because otherwise there's no one to enslave.
No one to enslave.
Right.
Probably sort out the fucking charging solutions, haven't they, if they're in charge?
They've probably got USB-D.
Ooh.
Is that what the next one would be called?
Yeah, I guess so. No.
Do you know what USB stands for?
Universal Serial Bus.
It sure does. I knew that. I knew that.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. Do you know what I think it is with USB-C and all of the different heads? Like, you know, sometimes you need like a mini USB. Oh. Sometimes you need a USB-B. Sometimes you need a Type A.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're just like, can it just fucking work? Why didn't we just all agree this is the one hole, one goal?
Absolutely.
And that's all we need in everything.
Well, all the like Type A and Type B and micro and mini.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've been stuck needing one of those.
Oh yeah.
And you just can't get it in the shops. You can't get the sort of weirdly shaped ones.
No.
You have to order it online.
It makes you long for the days where there were like Maplins. Oh, and you just walk in and it'd just be, you couldn't move for cables.
Please, sir, a cable.
Please, sir, one cable.
Handing over your coins.
Yeah. Oh, before we went contactless. Oh.
Tandy. Were you around for Tandy, or are you too young for Tandy?
What's Tandy?
Another little electronics shop that was around when I was a child.
Do not recall a Tandy.
Yeah, Tandy would sell sort of like, this is before you'd get lots of cheap electronics being produced and shipped around the world. It would be an absolute treasure trove of like radios, different types of battery, like small tellies.
Yes.
Just stuff like that. Just cool stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd go in there as a child and be like, I wish I had so much money I could buy this tiny little radio.
There was, when I was in Bristol looking for that adapter, I went into a little shop.
Yeah.
Very sort of like bare bones, but all it sold was cables. Didn't have the cable I needed, which was unfortunate.
Right.
But you know what they did have? Just sort of like cables from the past that was like, oh, that's lovely.
Cables from the past?
They had
cloth-covered ones.
Cloth-covered ones?
Have you seen the ones that are like sort of made of textile?
I know exactly what you mean. Yes, they had a couple of those.
Nice.
But they also had stuff like, they had like SCART to VGA.
Ooh, SCART.
Yeah. They had like an old Game Boy Link cable.
Bloody hell, how much was that? A fortune, I bet now.
Oh, I bet a fortune. But you know what? I've got one at home.
Have you?
Yeah, I've held on to any of like my gaming stuff. I've held on to a lot of it, especially like old Game Boys and things.
To sell at a later stage, or?
I don't think so. I think just to have.
Yeah.
When the time comes where I have a child, I can give them like a DS or something.
Yeah.
And that will entertain them for years.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got an Atari Lynx at home.
Stop it.
I cannot.
All right. All right. Turn
I have
it on,
an Atari
actually.
Lynx at home.
Yeah.
And I remember having to... It didn't come with a charging adapter because you had to just put 8 AA batteries in it.
Oh, yes.
Something
yeah.
mad like that. And so I had to find the adapter for it and buy it in a big box, and that was like 35 quid or something.
Yeah.
And then I could plug it in and finally play, like, was it LA Games? I think something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I right in thinking that was the one that had a backlight?
Yes.
Yeah, my friend had one, and like we played it for like 10 minutes. We were like, "Oh, the batteries have run out. Okay, that's that then." But I just remember looking at the screen, being like, "Wait, I can see everything."
Yeah, and it's colour as
And
well.
it's
which
colour as well.
Came after the Game Boy.
Yeah.
But, you know, sadly that died out. And I had to buy games for it in the back, like newspaper classifieds. So I'd have to find someone advertising 4 Atari Lynx games for 30 quid, and then I'd go meet them at the back of the cinema in Bath, where they'd be just standing there with their hands in their pockets. And we'd
Why in Bath? Is that where you
That's
grew
where
up?
I grew up, yeah.
Oh, okay, I went to the University of Bath.
Oh, did you?
That's where I got my 2-2 in computer science.
Oh, well done.
Where I learned what a USB is.
Well, I used to go to, what is now the Comedia.
Yes.
Was a cinema.
Yeah.
It would be the sort of meeting, like so close behind it would be like, we'll meet you there, or at the bus station, or behind the Macca's, and that's where you'd meet to,
Yeah. How lovely.
Yeah, and the Tandy was in the old shopping centre near the bus station, which got knocked down, I think.
Yes. Oh, it's very different. Oh,
Were you there for the old?
I think I was. It's not like that anymore, is it?
No.
Because now there's the fancy Bath Spa station, and then like you cross the road.
Yeah.
Very swish.
Very swish.
Doesn't
Lovely
f-
car park.
Lovely car park.
Yeah.
Almost doesn't feel like Bath. But then you walk like a couple minutes that way, and then you get onto that road with the Roman baths.
Yeah.
That little side alley that has Sally Lunn's on it.
Sally Lunn's buns. Never had
Sally
one.
Lunn's buns.
You had one?
Neither did I.
I think
Neither
it's
did
just,
I.
but I just think it's a bun, isn't it?
Did you ever go to the spa?
No, never.
The actual spa, like we could like swim around.
No.
That's actually not bad, because it was like 20 quid for the day, and then you could
the
just sort of
rooftop
like
one?
yeah, you get access to the rooftop,
Right.
you get access to like steam room, sauna
Yeah.
room, indoor pool, outdoor pool. Lovely.
Because they shut down the main baths after someone died, didn't they? 'Cause someone swallowed the water, and it's like, come on, it smells bad. Obviously, don't swallow
It's
it.
for being in, not having in you.
Shout out Bath.
Shower bath. Thanks for sponsoring the pod.
What years were you at university there then?
2009 to 2013.
Interesting. I wouldn't have been there that much.
I lived out. The first year I lived in like student accommodation, and then I moved to a little place in Twerton,
Twerton, yes.
which was fine.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice enough.
It's fine. It's fine.
Did you ever go to Oldfield Park Station? Train
Once
station.
or twice.
I heard that train station, if you want to get on the train, you have to put your hand out.
Yeah, you have to ask them to stop. It's a request stop.
Wow. How fast is the train going? Not fast.
I guess no, because the next stop would be Bath Spa, no?
Yeah, or the other way. It would be Bristol,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Yeah. Or I know some people who would live out in, and I've forgotten what it's called.
Salford?
No, the other one.
Weston?
Weston.
Yes, Weston, yeah.
Weston.
So I grew up in Fairfield Park, which is up the hill a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's nice.
Would you look at that? We have so much in common.
Wow.
Dare I say, much like a cable, we've made a connection.
Couple of USB-Cs right here.
Come on, USB-Cs.
Huh?
Nothing but good charging quality here. I will say, we do unfortunately have to start wrapping up.
Sure.
And I feel awful about that.
No.
I do like it now that on my phone, I don't know if your phone does this, it will say what speed it is charging. If it's
does it
charging
on
slowly,
yours?
if it's charging at a normal speed, or if it's charging rapidly.
Yeah.
So that tells you that. So then that lets me know, like, oh, this cable's the fast one.
Yes, absolutely.
If I don't have a label on it or something, I can't remember where I got it. I'll be like, oh,
Are you
this is a
labelling
slow one.
cables?
I'm not labeling cabling. But I do have. We've got like a storage cupboard.
Yeah.
And I put shelves up in it, like a big IKEA freestanding thing, and one of them is just boxes of different cables, and they're categorized by what they're for, what ends they have.
I think that's great. I chucked out most of my cables and started from scratch.
Sometimes that is good. A cleanse.
Felt good. It felt really good.
Cable cleanse.
So many small cables. I don't know what that was for.
Yeah. So many like
Theragun.
Oh, really?
Maybe. Hopefully I haven't thrown that out.
I had like an old sort of like projector that got broken, but I still had like the not the charging block, but like the cable that plugs into that and then into the thing.
God, yeah,
I had one of them. Bought from Matt Plin's on a day where I needed to use the projector, but I got rid of that because the projector doesn't work. And yeah.
Well, it's I think if I could give any piece of advice to anyone about cabling is if you're a bit overwhelmed by it, if you don't know what goes where, chuck it all out and start again.
It's never too late.
It's never too, unless it's got a little block. I think if it's got a little block, you worry about that. Keep that.
If it's big,
yeah, keep big.
Yeah, keep big.
Get rid of the other cables.
Yeah,
that's what they'd say on Reddit.
Yeah.
You fucking pussies.
Well, that was lovely. We've got one last bit of the show.
Yeah.
It's a segment we call Quickfire Feelings.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Right.
I've got 5 random things here.
Okay.
And when I say random, I think people have worked out. I just come up with them before the show. So they're somewhat random in that I chose them at random.
Sure.
Okay. And I just want you to tell me how they make you feel.
Okay.
And you can say as little or as much as you like.
Good.
But just off the top of your head, how do these 5 things make you feel? Are you ready?
Ready.
Lovely. How do you feel about dark chocolate?
Nah.
Great. How do you feel about twiglets?
No, it's not fussed. If there's nothing else, yeah.
Okay. All right. How do you feel about a lilo?
No. I'm not getting on that.
No.
You mean in a swimming pool?
Potentially.
If it's on a floor, yeah.
Well, I went on a family holiday last year.
Yeah.
Sorry to brag that I have family. And there was like a big one that like was a 2-seater thing that floated around the pool. Actually very relaxing.
Okay, well, I've changed my mind. I'm looking forward to my next Lilo adventure now.
Great.
That sounds all right.
Yeah. It had like a cup holder and
great.
You can just sit and relax. It was a lovely do-nothing holiday.
I don't know if I'd sit in the sun that long.
No, I'm like, if they made like a factor 100, I would put that on.
Yeah.
But I don't mind being hot if I feel like I'm not damaging myself.
I don't mind. I've been burnt once in my life and it wasn't pleasant and I don't want to do it again.
I get the occasional light burn, but then there was once when I was younger where I got burned all over my body and it was really bad. Really bad.
Is this Quickfire?
Sorry.
Sorry, I was wondering if I didn't know if I was talking too much, so I thought I'd better...
No. Finally, someone's holding me to account on my own programme. How do you feel about a pair of hospital scrubs?
Oh, a pair?
Tops and bottoms.
Oh, tops and bottoms. No, I don't really... I like to be more constricted with my bits. I don't like stuff just flapping about.
Oh, you need the support. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. And finally, how do you feel about Lilo, as in Lilo and Stitch?
I haven't seen the animation.
Fair enough.
But my friend has a T-shirt with those 2 lads on it.
The 2 lads.
What are they? Rats. Are they rats?
Stitch is the alien, right?
Alien.
And Lilo is the small Hawaiian girl.
Yeah, a couple of little rat lads.
Couple of little rat boys.
Yeah, I think they're cool. I think they're cool guys.
Stunning. I think they got some good
Shout
ideas.
out Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah. Big fan of the advice you give out on Reddit. Lovely stuff. Lovely,
yeah. Good.
Well, thank you for that. That does bring us to the end of the episode. Have you enjoyed yourself?
I've loved it.
Great.
I have to plug something because I always forget to plug this.
We do. We would like you to plug
off.
stuff.
Yeah,
no, please plug away. Your moment's coming.
Oh, good.
Okay. Is there anything that you'd like to plug?
I'd like to plug the podcast Rural Concerns.
Oh, yes.
Which I do with Chris Cantrell. And now everyone on the fucking Discord can stop having a go at me for never plugging the podcast. Secondly, I've got a show on Radio 4 called An Idiot's Guide to Bagging an Heiress. That's probably already come out by the time this comes out, but it'll be on BBC Sounds.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
And thank you.
Everyone, please listen to that. Are we supposed to have a Discord server if we have a podcast?
I think it's quite fun. I think they're having a nice time on it, the Rural Concerns listeners.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't logged into it, but they have a nice chat with each other.
Should we start a Discord server?
It's free,
right,
isn't it?
You had it here. We're going to start a Discord server. By the time this comes out, we'll have started a Discord server.
Just slagging each other off on there.
And all be toxic. Yeah, lovely.
Enjoy yourselves.
Well, that all sounds delightful. Definitely go listen to all of that. If you want more content from this very show, you can follow us at I've Had a Rosé. There'll be a link somewhere you can subscribe to us if you feel like it to get some extra bonus content from us. And we'll see you again for another episode very soon. Goodbye.